They can be in community with each other. Men cannot be in a community with each other. That's why they create the TV shows where they have the men all on one eye and the women on the other, and the women just look so helpless and all that. That's because that's how the show is designed. They want it to look that way. But you notice, and I know this seems really far off, but it's also fiction. Whenever they do islands, even in comics or cartoons or manga or anime, it's always an island of all women. You never see when people go to an island and it's all men. You never see that. Even Wonder Woman, she came from an island of Amazon. They were all women. One Piece, there was an island. They were all women. Futurama, all women. Shushu. Why? Because women will put their egos aside for the better of the community. Men won't. They will never put their ego aside to say a man knows something more than they do. They're not going to do that. Now, that's why men are afraid to go to prison, because their chance of SA goes up because they're afraid of other men. But however, women who live with that same fear on a regular basis, they're overreacting. So men are the same ones that go to a gym or do things that for some reason they have never done in their life, but they think that right here, right now, they can do it because they're a man. They're the same ones that said postpartum depression is not a real thing. Never had a child in their life. They're the same ones that when the whole baby formula thing happened, they said, why don't you just produce breast milk? Because they have no idea how the human body works when it comes to women. They don't know and they don't care. They can't have community with one another at all. They will bring a woman to the community and say, oh, this woman is going to help us do this. And before the woman can even open her mouth to do anything, she will be assaulted in the first 2 or 3, hours that she's there. And she'll never make it out. A man will not even be permitted to come on the island. That's what they did in all the things that I brought up. No, we don't have men here because they know that men will use their ego against thousands of women on the island. He gonna know more than they know. He's just gonna know. But no, so they can't have community together because their egos get in the way. But they want to make it seem like, well, see, women don't get along either. Guess what? The pick-me's, the women that sit here and think they better and that they know everything, they will get shunned off the island very quickly because a pick-me will bring a man and he'll wreck that whole island. They will kill that bitch before that happens. You can leave and he can leave, or we'll kill both of y'all before, we ain't got to worry about y'all. Men aren't going to do that. They're going to take the woman, they're going to take advantage of her. Or they'll threaten her to bring more people. That's how men operate. Now, of course, men are going to say, well, not all men. We're not talking to you. I'm talking to her about why men cannot build community. And it is historically proven, it is fictionally proven that men cannot build community. The only way they can do it on is a damn reality show where everything is set up for women to fail. It has to be set up that way. They can't build community because they don't have empathy. Women will have empathy for other women just because they can think about I wonder how that feels. I don't have any children, but I could see how losing a child could be devastating. Men, not at all. That's why they can't build community.